Hi guys, Little Lady here. Right, so today is going to be a nice simple one pot meal. It's really lovely, it's dead easy to make. You can have it done and on the table within half an hour. And I'm going to be making I can never say it properly, shakshuka. Obviously the spelling will be on here when the video is done. So I'll bring you down and I'll show you the ingredients. Right, so the first thing I've got some lean steak mince. Now I was looking for lamb mince, which I had last week for the lamb burgers, but I've been to 3 different shops and I cannot find any lamb mince anyway, so I'm just going to use beef steak mince. You can use any one you want, chicken mince, turkey mince, pork mince, anything, but I thought, right, I'm just going to use the beef mince. We have an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 chilies. You can either leave it with 1 or not put it in at all. That's completely up to you. There's loads of other flavours in here. I've got some chipotle paste. It was a bit of a toss-up whether I use that or harissa paste. So again, it's whichever one you want to use, and it is easily available at Lidl's, which I found absolutely fantastic. We need, for some of the flavourings, we've got some caraway seeds, about a teaspoon of that. I've got a teaspoon of cumin seeds here. You can use these all ground as well. You don't have to have the seeds, especially in for this one thing. It's just because I've got the seeds and I thought I might as well use them. About 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg grated in there. Got some smoked paprika. We've got some honey. Now that'll counteract some of the heat of the chilies and the chipotle paste. Some coriander to finish. We also want some feta cheese that gets crumbled into it. I've got some tomato passata and a tin of peeled plum tomatoes. Now all of that, and 4 eggs, which gets cracked into it. Now all of that is for the actual shakshuka itself. What we're going to do with it is we're going to blister up some of these naan breads. These are the ones that I had last week. I froze them in 2s. What we had left over. This one's cracked a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. So I've just got a couple of them out of the freezer, ready just to mop everything up. So what we'll do is we'll go and we'll start getting this all prepared. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to pop it. I'm using this cast iron. And the reason for that is because the whole tub, the whole thing is going to go into the oven once we've cracked the eggs in. But that's the only time it needs to go in the oven. But obviously you can't have a plastic handle. So if you do these, guys, make sure whatever it is that you use a casserole dish, as long as you can actually have it on the hob first as well. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of oil in there, probably about a teaspoon. Because the fact that I have got the lean steak mince, which is the 5% fat. So I'm just going to get that in there. Swish that about a little bit. We're going to get the mince put straight in. I mean, you'd love this. We do like a breakfast version as well, where it doesn't have any meat in. Some just tins of tomatoes, a little bit of seasoning and everything, and then pop your eggs in and just put a lid on, and it's absolutely delicious. So this is getting nice and hot now, but that's what you want. And just break that down just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that and let the sugars develop, come out of the meat and have a lovely sear on the bottom. And in the meantime we'll come back over to the table and we'll do our vegetables. Right, so like I say, while we're doing the browning off the meat, just going to do our vegetables. Just give a little bit of just take the outer one off. Keep the hairy end on. I've just started doing this and it does actually work a lot better than doing it the old-fashioned way, the way I used to do it anyway. I used to take both ends off. I'll probably forget and go back to doing the other one again, but at the moment, just get rid of that and that. Now I'm going to do still hear the meat all sizzling away there. That's one half. Just going to do the other half and then we'll come back and do the garlic and the chilli. So that's the onion all done. So I'm just going to take the top off, run it down. I'm going to keep the seeds and all the bits in. It's up to you whether you want to or not. Take them out. Like I say, you don't even have to use them. But we do like to have a little bit of heat. What I'm going to do now, make sure you wash your hands properly. Should have get me bigger board out, to be perfectly honest. Just going to run my knife through here. I've got the bigger boards and I very rarely even use them. Just run it through so you've got just little bits. Right, I'm just going to do the other one and then I'll come back to you. Right, so as you can see, this is all starting with what you want. And a bit of brown on there, look, all that. Keep breaking it up every time you give it a little bit of a stir. It's not about all them bits on the bottom, that's all flavour. So I'm going to go with this another couple of minutes and then we're going to add the onions and, sorry, cut out a little bit there. So I've just given that another few minutes. I'm going to put a little bit more oil in there because it's gone a little bit dry. So need some moisture in there for the onions and the chilies anyway. So we're going to get them put in now. There we go. Good everywhere, look. I've turned it down just a little bit. There we go. Just going to let them sweat off just for a little bit now while I peel and chop my garlic. Right, just onto the garlic. I'm going to peel it like this. Actually, I'm going to crush it. I don't know why I haven't just done that. Do that. Form of habit. It's gone all over. Do that. It's better. Easily comes off now. Another bang. Another one. That's all off. Do the same as what we did before. Just run your knife through it. Just make sure you've got your hand on top so it's nowhere near. I haven't put the garlic in just yet. Oh, there's a little bit of paper there. Because we don't want that to burn. We want the onions and the chilies to soften down a little bit. And then we'll get on with putting in all of the rest of our ingredients. Right, so that's had a few minutes there. I'm just going to put the garlic in there now. Just give that. These handles get really hot, that's why I've got my oven glove on there, but it just saves taking the oven glove on and off all of the time. Right, so now it's time for the spices. So the first thing I'm going to put in is the teaspoon of cumin seeds. And we want a teaspoon of, oh, I haven't even opened this caraway. The caraway seeds. Like that. And we want about a teaspoon and a half of smoked paprika. And a little bit. There we go. And also what we're going to put in now is the chipotle paste. Now this is really smoky. It's going to come and it's going to go with that amazingly. What it is, it's smoked chilies and then it's pureed up. So I'm going to put about half of this jar in here. But they're mild chilies. You know, they're not blow your head off chilies. Lovely and smoky. Let me give that a bit of a whiz round. Oh, smell. Right. So, I forgot to open the tin of tomatoes. I'm going to do that now. So the tin of tomatoes goes in. And I have opened the passata. So let that all go in as well. Right, now we'll just let this cook for about 10 minutes. I'll break down some of these tomatoes. Oh, splashing it everywhere. That's because I could use this big wooden spoon just to break up the mince. But it's a little bit, I'm a bit clumsy with it, put it that way. It's not the spoon's fault, it's mine. I'm a bit clumsy with it. So I'm just going to turn that back up a second. Right, and that's back up like that. What I'm going to do is turn it down to about medium and let that go for about 10 minutes, and then after that it'll be ready to, I'm going to heat my oven. I'm going to let it go as high as it possibly can. I think on mine it's 225. Yeah, 225 on mine. I'm going to get that heated up because this is, once the eggs go in, it's going to go into the oven for about, what, 6-7 minutes until till the eggs are done to your preference. If you like them harder boiled, a little bit longer, softer, you know. But we'll give this 10 minutes and then we'll come straight back to you. You know what, I turned back round as soon as I finished and realised I hadn't put the nutmeg in. So just put a sprinkle of nutmeg. You don't need a huge amount, it's pretty strong this. About that much, just off the top. Put that away. Give it a stir. And now I'll give it 10 minutes. As soon as I turned back around and saw the board, that's when I knew I'd forgotten something. It smells amazing. Right, so we'll see you in a few minutes. Right, so for the last couple of minutes of that, before we go put the rest of the ingredients in, I'm just going to chop up a little bit of coriander to go on the top. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a bit of rough chop through it. Get to the end. Run your knife through. Right, let's get over and we will start putting the last 2 ingredients in with the shakshuka, and then once that's in the oven we'll get these on. Right, so as you can see, that's still bubbling away. It's had about 15 minutes. I'm not going to lie, it's more than 10. It's had probably about 15 minutes, just bubbling nicely. Right, so we've got all of that chilli and the smokiness and everything that's in there. So to counterbalance that, the first thing we're going to do is put in round about a tablespoon of honey, and I'm just going to eyeball that. There we go. Get that in first, get it all mixed round. Right, also what we need is some seasoning. I haven't got much salt left, but I think I've got enough just for this. There we go. I'll have to get some more of that tomorrow if I remember. And some black pepper. That all mixed in nicely. Go, all seasoned up. Just going to take a spoon. Do you know what? That doesn't need any more seasoning at all, because what's going in now is a little bit of salty feta. So let's get this little baby open. In fact, I'll do that because I'll need to drain it a little bit, so just give me 1 second, guys. Right, so there's always a little bit of water in these packages, so I've just opened it up on this next to the sink and drained it off. So even if it's a little bit, so what? It's got the taste, hasn't it? I'm going to do that. Give it another bit of a stir. I'm just going to crumble. The honey and this will take out quite a bit of the heat. I'm going to use probably most of this block. Right, and I know there's so many different recipes for shakshuka. I've seen them, I've looked at them, and to be honest, this is the one that I thought would be mine. So please don't in the comments say, well, that's not how you make it. I know somebody who makes it this way and that way. Do you know what? It's one of those things. Oh, look at that. It's just one of those recipes where you can have lots and lots of different parts of it. So I'm just going to get the crumbles off my hand and I'll come straight back. Right, so I've turned it off and I've got my eggs here. Now normally I just break eggs into something and then you can see if there's any shell in. In here you can't. So I would suggest that you actually break them into something like this, just like a little bowl. The first thing I'm going to do is for the first one, I'm just going to make, in fact, you know what, I should crack it first because it's just going to, there we go. Oh, it stayed there, it's not so bad. Put the first one in, crack this one before I go in again. Now these are the large free range eggs, that's all I ever buy. And then pop that one in there. Another one. So with the protein of the eggs and the mince, this is a full packed meal. Get that one in there. Absolutely perfect. Last one. Come on, didn't want to open up. This one here. straight in. Right, now this goes into the oven, like I said, for about 5 or 6 minutes. I'm a little bit cornered in here, so I won't be able to show you putting it in the oven. So if you just give us 2 seconds, I'm going to go and put that in there now. Right, so for the naan breads, I've melted some butter, and I'm just going to get brush out for that. Now, the recipe I saw that she did these naan breads with, which I thought was fascinating, she says you have to have a grill plate to do the naans, and I don't have a grill plate, and I'm not going to go out and buy a grill plate for one recipe. This is clean, by the way, it's just marked a lot of use. So with these, what you do is, and that's a solid one, by the way, you know, it's not like a little flimsy one that you're gonna it's gonna buckle or anything. I've got the heat on already, and all you do with this is put a bit of water on, and then pop on your naan breads like that. There you go. And even the bit that come off, I want to turn it up a little bit now so it steams them. Just going to give them about 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll turn them over. Right, so that's had 2 minutes on one side. And I've just turned them over, and then I'm just going to brush them with some butter, like so. I'm going to turn them off now. Oh, that's my oven. Right, so I'm going to get the shakshuka out of the oven. Right, so that's out. Now always remember to keep something over the handle, because if you don't and you put your hands on it, you're going to burn yourself. And so on the top, bit of coriander, mix it all up, and then we're going to get the naan breads, if I can get a hold. Maybe you do need a flat top because they've actually stuck. But that's not a problem. I'll get a couple more out, or I'll try and salvage these. So just give me 2 minutes and I'll give that a go. Right, I have managed to salvage them. So all I'm going to do now is cut it in quarters. Nice and fluffy, even though they did stick a little bit. Put that there. That there, and the other one, put that together like that, have them like that. So basically it's just going to dip and scoop. So there we go, so easy, tasty, gorgeous shakshuka. Right, I'm going to let it cool down because it is still red hot. Let it cool down a little bit, let the eggs settle, and then we'll come back and we'll do a taste, because I am not burning my mouth again. Well, because it is a share one and we're going to eat it out of here, we've decided that we're going to do it together. So you got your weapon of choice? Yeah. I've got mine. Spoon. And I'm going to get...
I'm going to try a bit by itself first.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea.
There's a bit of egg in this stuff. Get the full Monty.
I'm just going to move that across there. I just want to make sure that these eggs... Oh, look. Still runny. Mm. Look at that.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Runny egg.
Oh.
What?
Let me try.
Mmm.
Yep.
Mmm.
There's the runny egg, look. You can see that. Might be able to zoom in when I edit it. There's runny egg there.
There's no snotty whites.
Oh. Wow, that's good.
Oh.
Nice little cake.
Definitely. You know, if you've got mates round on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
That is really nice.
Took less than 30 minutes to do.
Wowzers.
Do something like this and just all of your friends sit round and just get into it.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
Oh.
That is absolutely banging. Absolutely banging, that.
Sorry, I'm going to have to go in again.
It's alright, I'm hungry.
I think I've probably got stuff all over my face. But you know what? Sort of I don't care.
Oh. That is banging. I know I've just said that, but that is
It's
really...
got a bit of heat.
It's perfect.
The feta and the honey just dulls it right down, doesn't it?
It lifts it.
So you've got the heat there, but it's not an aggressive heat.
With the richness of the egg as well.
Yes.
The freshness of the
Coriander.
coriander. I mean, obviously, if you don't like coriander, you're not going to like that, but I love coriander.
If you don't like coriander, put parsley on there.
I love it in a curry.
We do.
Oh, that is...
Sorry, I need this.
I'm having another spoonful. Right. Wow. Wow. I have had a shakshuka before, but not like that. Not as nice as that.
Seeing we used to do it for breakfast, didn't we?
Yeah.
With a tin of tomatoes and
Tin
some
of tomatoes,
eggs.
yeah.
And a little bit of seasoning, but nothing like this. This is just...
That's well worth doing.
And you know what? For the amount of chilies and the chipotle that went in there, it's got a kick, but it's the honey, the feta, everything just dulls it down. So you get that lovely bit of heat here, but it's not uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah. We're going
to win this because the battery's going low again. Whether it's run out already or not, I don't know. But we're going to leave that there for now.
Yeah.
Give it a go. Thanks for all your lovely comments and your recipe ideas, all your likes, all your shares. Keep them all coming.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm dying to shove this in me gob, but I also want to say thank you so much to everybody. And to the lady who sent me the recipe book. I absolutely love it.
It's a really good book, that, actually.
We had family up last weekend and everybody went through that whole book. She did say she wanted to stay anonymous, so I will make sure that she is. But she also said it's a perfect, gorgeous little gift as well. And the card, I will keep it forever. So if you're watching, thank you so much. And everybody else, thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And give it a go.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys very soon.
See you later, guys.
Bye for now.
Bye.